Yahoo! Hey, Mr. Evil Blah Blah, we're back. We're here again!
My, you folks are... Is there anything urgent you need?
Urgent, you bet. We met someone calling himself a messenger of Momus.
What?
We were invited to join them and we got discs that make monsters.
What? Discs that make monsters? Please, explain further.
Of course. Let me first explain the source of all these monsters appearing.
To expect a simple disc being of such danger.
Everyone will be in danger if they're spread across the city. Can you help?
Yes, we can't have something like last station happen here.
Last station?
I will immediately inform Lady Greenheart. And as appreciation, I would like to invite you all to dinner tonight.
Mr. Evil Litchi, you're the best! Can we stuff our faces with food?
Evil Litchi?
Oh, and will the goddess come to dinner too?
Our lady is very busy, so I cannot assure you of that. But she may attend.
Really?
I hope we meet the lady, right, Iffy?
Well, I need to prepare, so come back later when the sun goes down.
Okay, let's just spend some time in the city until then.
If we have time. I want to go and reserve a place to stay tonight.
I forgot. May I ask for Ms. IF to stay?
Me?
Yes. There is something I need to discuss.
So, what's this you wanted to talk about?
Before I go further, I would like to confirm one thing. Despite your faith in Our Lady, you are not from here, are you?
What's it to you?
In fact, you're not associated to any of the lands, correct?
You checked on me, didn't you?
I am sorry for my conduct here, but you are correct.
Now that I think about it, I recall a rumor about here that the Elder of the Lean Box Basilicom only accepts local citizens, and I suppose that must be you. What is your plan? Expelling me?
That would be my normal approach, but I will thank fate for our meeting.
I'm not getting you.
I need you to kill Neptune.
What? Why would Lady Greenheart's Basilicom want Nep killed?
That one you call Nep brings a bad omen to Our Lady and game industry. Sooner or later, Our Lady would take action, but I prefer not to taint her.
So you want me to dirty my hands then?
Should you succeed, you will be greeted as a citizen of Lean Box.
Me? A Lean Box citizen?
Yes. I can offer you citizenship as a reward for your work.
Sure, I wouldn't mind having a place to settle. But to kill Nep?
That is very well why you will need this. This poison will only work on the vile, and those pure will not be affected.
That sounds too ideal for being a poison.
If you truly believe she is pure, you can have her drink this without fear.
And if I refuse?
Let's just say we will use our forces to rid us of anything suspicious.
What a geezer. He didn't really give me much of a choice back there. Content is purple and gooey and bubbling. This has gotta be lethal. Huh? I must have wandered a bit. I think this is the exit. Coming through.
Oh, it's so bright. Who are you? Bothering me when I was nice and cozy here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be out now. What? Lady Greenheart?
Oh my, a girl's voice? My oh my, I can't believe such a cute girl came to visit me.
Huh? Me? Cute?
What is your name?
Yes, my name is IF.
IF, is it? Such a cute name. It matches you very well.
Lady Greenheart called my name cute.
My, and your blushed face is just as cute too. Well, since you came, Why don't we talk for a bit, shall we?
With me?
Yes, I only have the Elderman here to speak with, so I'm a bit bored.
That's true. I hardly see females working at the Basilicom.
Ah,
My lady, you look sleepy. I really shouldn't intrude in your resting.
oh, not to worry. I just woke up after a night of playing games. I was sleeping to get some time in before the next online mission.
Games? Does my lady play video games?
Why, yes. I enjoy games, anime, manga, and any subcultural pastimes.
Then that webpage that was hidden in Lady Greenheart's blog.
My, did you find my hidden page?
Yes?
I'm so happy. Oh, now we must become friends. Yes, let's be friends.
Friends? Me friends with my lady?
I suppose such a close relationship with a goddess is intimidating.
No! On the contrary, I am truly honored.
Very well. Then we are now friends, Iffy.
Iffy.
Well, as friends, nicknames are needed. You can call me Vert.
Is that your true name, Lady Greenheart?
Yes. Oh, but feel free to call me anything like Verty or Verver.
Iffy.
Iffy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I swooned and lost myself there.
My, don't let me strain you like that. I personally am very happy I got to speak so much with you, Iffy.
I'm happy as well, Lady Greenheart.
My, you were quite nervous a while ago, but it looks like you got used to me.
I'm surprised myself, too. Still, I am a bit nervous yet.
Oh, now we're friends, so no need to be nervous anymore.
I will try my best.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to exchange emails with you.
Really? With me? Is that okay?
Of course, we're friends. Exchanging email between friends is quite normal. Well, now we're email friends, too.
This is Lady Greenheart's email. Yes!
Feel free to email me at any time.
Yes! Oh, that's right. I have to leave.
My, how unfortunate. But I suppose you have your needs to attend to.
I'll come back again, for sure.
Yes, please do come back. You're welcome here anytime, Iffy. The next time you come, I will have better tea prepared. Iffy, maybe she can help me.
Iffy's late, isn't she? I wonder what's holding her up.
Maybe Iffy went someplace before coming here.
Or maybe Iffy just went to see Lady Greenheart in secret.
Iffy's a fan of Lady Greenheart, but I don't think she would do that.
I'm back!
Welcome back, Iffy!
You kept us waiting.
I'm sorry. That evil what's-his-name talked my ears off.
What was the talk about?
Something about the universe contracting or expanding or something.
Oh? We were guessing that you went looking for Lady Greenheart's room.
What? I would never do something like that.
And so, our heroes have arrived to the party.
What was that narration for? The food looks so good.
Well, hello there. Are you enjoying the meal?
We were just about to dig in. I know. Can you recommend us something? There's just so much to choose. Asking someone who knows is the key to eating the right food.
I'm glad you asked. Let me recommend the food coming out right now. This here is the Dog Gang Muck Special, Truffle Caviar Delight. Made with fine local ingredients only available here in Leanbox.
Yay! Now that's my lean box. This is going to be good.
Wow, how is this plate made?
Fresh truffles and caviar delicately arranged by Sir Muck. We then have olive oil poured on by Sir Sten Biller, a true delight.
So, none of the chefs did anything, and the flavor's only from olive oil?
Who cares? I'm taking this big piece. Here I go.
Wait up, Nip. Don't eat it.
What's the matter, Iffy? Did you want that big piece I took? Well, too bad for you. It's nice and comfy in my stomach already.
What? Did I think wrong or something? Nep?
Nep just fell over. What happened?
Evil! I don't care your name! You did this, didn't you? You poisoned Nep!
Poison?
Exactly. But now we know that she was truly tainted with evil.
Poison can't tell between good or evil. Of course Nep would be affected.
Nep, can you hear me? Answer me, Nep!
Men, capture these girls. They are followers of Overlord Momus.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing? This is all a horrible mistake!
Oh, yeah! Let me go!
You're coming with us.
Wait! Ouch! Oh, please, let us go! Kampa! Nep!
Stay in prison. Your faith should be cleansed by the time you are released.
Iffy, I wonder how long it's been.
About 3 hours? My cell can't call from here, so that's no help. How's Nep?
I can't see well here, but she's getting colder. This isn't good.
Kampa, can you do something? You're aspiring to be a nurse, right?
I wish I could help, but I'm just a nurse. And she needs a doctor. I'm sorry, Nep. I can't help, even if you're in so much pain.
It's all my fault. I was so caught up with Lady Vert that I forgot about the poison. Please, someone, help. Help, Lady Vert.
Did you call Iffy?
Lady Vert?
She's sound asleep. I didn't expect this to be happening under me.
Is she by any chance the goddess of Leanbox?
Yes.
How, Iffy? You knew Miss Goddess?
Only recently. Lady Vert, how did you know we were caught?
I am a goddess, so it is easy to find out who was in attendance today. I was going to skip the party so I could finish my backlog of games, but I saw your name, Iffy, so I went in, only to see all the commotion.
I've heard you were very busy, but was that because...
Why, yes. I wanted to play my backlogs, and I had missions to clear online. Playing games and chatting online is way more fun than some boring party.
Iffy is the goddess of Leanbox, dare I say.
Yeah, a hardcore gamer. Guess I lost the bet with Nep.
Nep? Is that her name?
Yes. Well, actually, Nep is how I call her. But her real name is Neptune.
She's Neptune?
Lady Vert?
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyhow, I would like to ask what happened. But first, you must be hungry. May I serve you some pastries and tea? I can't believe Ivoire did that. Also, Momus's messenger must be stopped. But priority should be to rid Neptune of her poison.
Her face was blue, but now it's turning purple.
Seems as if this poison Iffy got from Ivoire is from the ancients.
Lady Vert has so much knowledge of poison.
My, oh no. I have no knowledge of poison at all.
Then how did you know about it?
Why, I just searched it online while everyone was talking. Just in case, I also posted it to 765chan and a pro answered in seconds. My, what's with that slightly dull look of yours?
The lady is much more accomplished than I thought.
Is it just me, or did both Iffy and Kampa put distance between me?
Of course not. Was there any other detox methods there?
Yes, but to make the antidote, it requires an ingredient from a monster.
That's right up our alley. Let's go, Kampa.
Yessie!
I hate to ask, but why is Lady Vert with us?
What? That's so cruel, Iffy. Not wanting to be with me.
That definitely was not what I was meaning. How can I put this?
I'm just pulling your leg, Iffy. You're such a cutie even when stressed.
cutie.
Oh, if you want to grind levels at the previous dungeon, don't worry. The one before was meant for a 3-cell party. Now that I'm here, though, I can augment the 3rd slot. I will show you my pro skills here.
When you say pro, you mean...
Of course. Pro as in a gamer.
But if Lady Vert comes, no one can look after Nep Nep.
Oh, that should not be a problem.
Lan Lan.
What? What is that?
Lan Lan is Lan Lan.
Lady Vert, this is...
Do neither of you know Lan Lan?
No, we don't.
Lan Lan is the standalone complex of game industry.
Stand what?
Lan Lan roams game industry, seeking to right the wrong of questionable games. This one came to Leanbox a while back, so I've kept it as a pet.
that... a pet?
Oh, don't underestimate Lan Lan. Lan Lan is much better than any guard dog.
Lan Lan says woof woof.
It is very neutral to matters, so you can trust Lan Lan.
Lan Lan asked Lady Bird, what do you want with Lan Lan?
And so, I need you to keep Neptune safe while we are gone.
Roger!
Now that's done, let's get going, shall we?
Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That was genuinely just a 16.5-minute long cutscene just to introduce Vert into the party. And to be fair, Vert is the best member of in this game, and not just in terms of my my personal bias, because I've already talked at length how Vert is my favourite character in Net 1. It's also the fact that she's broken as hell. She... Like, you're not going to see it straight away, but trust me, you'll feel it as time goes on. Her favourite number becomes 9,999, because even ignoring her EXE, which has a ridiculously high hit count, her default starting special, Sylphid Spear, is somewhat ignorant of defense. It's not entirely, but well, you'll see. Look at the damage numbers that this does. Yeah, that's only going to get higher. By the time we break into Chapter 4, almost every single time I use it, it does 9,999 damage. Just because I give Vert better equipment to make the most of her skills. And so she just starts ripping and tearing until it is done. But that being said, welcome back to part 10 of Neptunia Reverse, where today, quite a lot happened in those first 16 minutes. We finally met Vert, as you can see now. I immediately gave her a unique costume. All 4 of the goddesses are gonna end up wearing unique costumes in the field. It's just what I always do. So get used to that. Yvoir was thoroughly tricked by Conversation into believing that Nep was the embodiment of evil, and so poisoned her food. Iffy could have done something to stop it, but got distracted with her chance meeting with Vert. Which you'd think they'd bring up more, because, that is partially Iffy's fault that she didn't bring it up and make a point of it, and then she forgot because her unapologetic obsession towards Vert overwhelmed her in the heat of the moment, and she just, oh god, there's a vital enemy on the field as well. But everyone kind of lets it slide and knows that it's not really Iffy's fault. She just got caught in the moment in a lot of it. Even though it's kind of is, because she could have at least spoke up, but yeah, whatever. Details. But and so because of that, the poison went through, and Neptune is thoroughly poisoned, and we need to get a cure from this forest. Because, I guess, Vert, and it's something that's established as well in Hyperdimension, the Canonicals games, that Vert is a huge tech whiz. Not to the extent Netgear is. Like, Netgear is straight up Hacker Man when it comes to things like that, but Vert is very savvy with the internet in particular, because she lives off the MMO life, and so like any MMO player, you need to know what's going on at all times, so constantly living off the internet. Her default equipment as well is also likely going to be better than anything you have.
Leave it to me.
Like, her actual, like, armor piece even, like her accessory, whatever you call it, the anklet, is gonna be better than what you're gonna have for her by this stage in the game. Unless you've been doing a heck of a lot of fishing and got really lucky with something I haven't found yet. Because I do a lot of fishing in this game in my spare time. And I've got a much more of a better feel for it. Like, the tutorial I kind of broke down in that first one. I have a much better understanding of how it works since then. In the first tutorial bit, like in the first one you do in Planetoon, also we got Spiral Break for Vert, so now shit's kicked off because she can start really ripping heads off. I said that essentially the whole time the fish isn't panicking, just hold it down all the way. In the later fishing spots, that's not enough. You kind of need to have the trigger sensitivity for the haptic triggers turned on. It's because essentially, there's like 5 different levels of strength the fish will pull on the line. And if you just wait for it to be the weakest and pull all the way there, waiting for it will burn through your stamina too much. And you will always lose every fish. Instead, you have to kind of rest your finger on R2, but only rest it in as far as it will go before you start feeling pressure. So like, if it's like a level 3 strength, you can hold down the trigger about halfway before you start feeling pressure, so you just leave your finger there. But on level 1, you can hold it all the way down-ish. I say ish because I don't like to hold it all the way down, because holding it all the way down tends to burn more stamina than what you get out of it anyway. So it's usually best to hold it like slightly before full par, like full sending it. But then on the other end of it, level 5 for instance, there's pressure regardless of where you put your finger on the trigger, so you do just have to let it go and just maybe rest your finger on it but do nothing. If you're playing Rebirth 1, there's a trophy for doing 100,000 damage. This particular enemy group is how I got it. Because I had everyone else use group wider skills to break their defense, which is what I don't get here, unfortunately. Because I was just trying to showcase it and I haven't practiced it in a while. But there's very specific techniques you can use that do very little damage but break a lot of guard. You do that until all their guard's broken, and then have Vert do her EXE. And you will get 100,000 damage. But because I haven't broke all their guard, you're not going to see it, because they have a heightened evasion rate when they have it, and you won't see the full animation of it because it's a normal enemy. But there's another strike on the end of that does far more damage than that. And if you keep in mind, if you put the right upgrades in, every hit's doing 9,999 damage. There is an accessory in the game that you can make that if you equip on someone is a limit breaker, making it that you can do more than 9,999 damage. And so you can do like 14 to 15,000 damage per hit, and then that last hit will do like 30,000. And I'm not kidding. You can really, like, to say Vert is broken when you start getting the right set on her is an understatement. And I mentioned in a previous video that they kind of didn't fix her in the second game. Instead, what they did was make Vert join your party super late in the game to make up for it. It was only in the third game that they went out of her way to balance her. And they they slightly oversteered, but that's the point against EXEs as a whole that I've already mentioned. They should have got rid of level 1s, which I feel like was a complete oversteer. They should have just really brought down the damage of EXE level 1s. Because to simply put, they are better than level 2s will ever be. If you use 2 level 1s, you will get more damage than you ever will just using a level 2 EXE. And it shouldn't be like that. The EXE2s take a lot longer to build up, as you can see. And they usually require an extra step. Like, we're actually approaching getting our first level 2 EXE. I can't remember if it's this video or the next one, but we're very close. Because the moment we have both Vert and Neptune in the same party, we will get a level 2 that involves the pair of them. And the way that works is that Vert or Neptune have to be the assist of each other. So in the vein where Vert right now has Pishi as her assist, as like her swap, you'd have to have it Neptune and then Vert assist, or Vert with Neptune assist. Their Lily rank, or their relationship rank, has to be a certain level. I think it's like level 3 it has to be. And then the last condition, other than it being you have to have level 2 on the bar, is that they have to be in the same state. And what I mean by that is that if you have Neptune in her goddess form of Purple Heart, you can't do it unless Vert is in her goddess form of Green Heart. And vice versa. If you have one as normal, you can't then have the other be a goddess. They either both need to be normal or both need to be goddesses. Which is something that I forgot a lot on my blind playthrough. And so on my original run of Rebirth 1, I think I used the level 2 once. And that was it. And that was in post-game. Especially because, as I keep saying, the level 1s are just way too good in the first and second game. I say that, in the second game they definitely nerfed the damage, but not because they actually nerfed the damage on the EXEs that already exist, but instead because you're playing as 4 new characters, and the Little Sisters were designed from the ground up to be a slightly weaker version of the 4 goddesses. And so their EXEs got balanced alongside it. Also, weird lighting there. I think it's just, I don't know why that is. I want to say it's just because of the angle of where the victory animation is, that it's just like perfect on the sun to make that effect. But it is what it is.
It is finally my turn.
I'm surprised I kept this encounter in, considering it's 2 enemies we've already fought. Maybe it's because I knew it was like the last normal encounter before the save point.
Level up!
Full sandbag. I love... We're not going to have Red in the party at any point in this game, because Red's another human character. But she'll get her time to shine in reverse too, because she becomes, like, the replacement IF and Compa. I say that the game has Iffy and Compa in there as well, but you have Red in the party for a long while, very early in the game as well as. And so you'll get more of an idea for her, but Red has some of my favourite skill names in the game. All of them is like full sandbagging. The Red attack, like they're all like really goofy names. But speaking of goofy, I gotta do my voice acting again. Lady Vert, you won't change forms like the other goddesses? Change forms? Oh, you mean my hard drive divinity? I would love to see Lady Vert in HDD form. Now this poses a problem. HDD does use quite some power, but if you can call me either Vert or Verty, something may happen. Give my lady a nickname, but that would be disrespectful. If you do want to see my special form, right, just say the magic word. Yes. Just a little more. Is anything the matter, Compa? You're going to call me by nickname too, don't you? Oh, no, it's not. There's a monster right behind you. Behind me? My, how luck comes by. This monster here is what we have been looking for. When? Mr. Monster came by just when the both of you were flirting with each other. What are you saying, Compa? I wasn't flirting at all. Oh, Iffy is so cute in denial too. The gap in her persona is so tasty. Well, but I suppose now is not the time for this. Now you two, let's just get what we need and get back.
It is finally my turn.
I adore Vert and Iffy's relationship in the first game, and it's a shame that when they went to Hyperdimension and made this game uncanon, they changed both Iffy and Vert in subtle ways to put them apart. Because they made Vert have an obsession with having a little sister, and essentially hit on anything slightly younger than her that moves, and shifted Iffy's crush onto Compa, which doesn't... I'm not going to say it doesn't make sense, because they made it make sense, and I think the way they've handled it over the years, more so in spin-offs, made it more apparent and easier to appreciate what they're trying to do with it, kind of thing. But especially when I went through this series first, and I went from Rebirth 1 to Rebirth 2, it felt awkward, and I genuinely didn't like it. Because it feels like this game establishes that Neptune, Iffy, and Compa essentially like old friends, even though they don't know each other that well when the game starts. Like they just meet each other, but they have that kind of old friend kind of kinship between the three of them. In the second game, they rework it into just basically saying that all three of them have been friends for ages, and they're just lifelong buddies. Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Like the way they rework it is that Iffy and Compa just kind of stumbled upon Nep together, and they just ended up getting along for various reasons.
Prepare yourself.
But I'll get to that more if that second game ever does get its due remaster, which I really think it will. I know I keep bringing it up. It's just I think if I say it enough times, if by some reason it wasn't going to happen, I can jinx it into reality. Because it would be nice to cover the whole series. It genuinely would. In the same vein, it was really nice to be able to cover all of the Devil May Cry series. Which, speaking of, it won't be by the time this uploads, but it will be during this recording, because it will be uploading tomorrow. Today is the 23rd of August, as of this recording. Today is the 20th anniversary of Devil May Cry. I doubt I'll be doing anything for it, because there's a charity event going on surrounding Devil May Cry, and even if I'm just some weirdo with like a small group of subscribers off on the side, I wouldn't want to pull from that kind of thing, even remotely. If there's any Devil May Cry fans that are looking for DMC content on the anniversary, I would want them to stumble upon the charity events and not some random dude playing it and talking shit. But you get what I mean. Like,
Your shots.
I probably won't be doing anything. Not that that means anything, because by the time this is viewable to you guys, it'll be the next day, so you know there wouldn't have been anything, because there wasn't one yesterday.
It's finally my turn.
But still. But speaking of stuff I am looking forward to that I might be doing videos on, Psychonauts 2 is coming out in 2 days, which is a game I really thought I wasn't going to be interested in, but then I did live stream Psychonauts 1, and I really, really liked Psychonauts 1. I didn't love everything about it, like I mentioned in my live stream, but there were a couple levels I was a bit hit and miss on, but as a whole, the entire game was great fun. But everything I've seen on the sequel looks like in the nicest possible way, without meaning to dog on people that see the first game as an absolute cult classic. It just looks like a better Psychonauts 1. And that is exactly what I want. All the levels that they've shown off look really fun and creative. The gameplay looks a heck of a lot smoother, which I know isn't all Psychonauts 1's fault. A lot of it is the version they put on PS4's fault, because it was locked to 30 frames and still had lag spikes. Despite the fact on almost every other platform the game can handle 60 frames. I have no idea what happened with that particular port, but that is what it was, and that was unfortunately the version I played. But it does just look like a more fun version of Psychonauts with more creative freedom and a lot of years of work on it instead of rushing some parts of its development. But I've got to wrap that bit up now because we're back to cutscenes of applying the antidote to a poisoned net. I'm not a pharmacist, so I can't make medicine thingies. Now that poses a problem. None of us are experts in the field besides Compa. Well, how about Lan? Lan is Lan, so I don't know. Compa, you're the only one remotely in a similar field. Please help. But you want to save Neptune, right? I want to save Nep, but I'm not the right person to save Nep. I don't understand. Can you explain a bit? I kept it secret, but I actually failed at nursing school. There's no way I could do something important like this. Is that it? My, I thought of something worse, but if that is it... Huh? It's not like we're going to let you shoulder the burden alone. Yes, we will assist to the greatest extent possible. Compa, tell us what to do, and we'll do it. Let's save Nep together. The other reason why I'm glad Vert's back in it is because I get to show off my Britishness again. That's one of the things I liked about V2R. I just got to be unapologetically British, because that's kind of how she sounds. Even though it's an American actress, it's how she sounds. That cut there was because I didn't realise it was going to go straight to a cutscene when I clicked on Leanbox. I expected to be able to talk to others first, but no, it goes straight to this. So there was a slight cut in the footage there, but you didn't miss much. Okay, Nep, open wide. She has her lips sealed shut tight. It really stinks, so I think she must have shut her mouth by instinct. No, bad Nep. If you don't open up, I'll pour it through your nose. Lan thinks that is not a good idea. I know. In this kind of scene, you have to pass it mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth? Yes, isn't it romantic? Just like Snow White. I guess so, but way to put it in action is this. Does Lady Fair dream of being kissed by a prince too? My, of course, only I prefer my prince to be 2D. But seeing Neptune awaken with Compa's gentle kiss is romantic too, no? Wow. Oh, now stop gazing at me with your blank stares. Lan can't comprehend. What? Iffy, don't tell me you... I didn't hear what you said. What? Lan can confirm Lady Vert is petrified in shock. I know, Nep should take the antidote with her favourite pudding. Just like making a kid eat their vegetables, that might actually work. Oh no, I meant I was going to make an antidote pudding. What? Lan is surprised you made it. The colour is unique. Open wide, it's Nep's favourite food. Lan is surprised her mouth opened. Can't believe how easily Nep opened her mouth to the pudding. The pudding is mightier than the sword, I see. Nep, are you feeling better? Hurry and wake up. It'll take some time before the effects appear, so let's wait. Neptune, back in business! What? Nep, it's Nep. Oh, I'm sorry, Compa. Looks like I made everyone worried. Hello, we're here too, you know. Oh yeah, super thanks to you too, Iffy. Now this is what friends are about. My, and no words of gratitude to me. Lan too. Who are they? Neptune has been added. Neptune learned Blade and Spear. Blade and Spear is the level 2 EXE. It requires both Neptune and Vert to do.
Lady Vert helped us save you. Lon too!
That wasn't hero-like for me to get poisoned. Shame on me.
I'm sorry, Nep. It could have been avoided, but I couldn't do it.
Oh, you worry too much, Iffy. Come on, come at me like you usually do. I mean, my jokes and puns don't shine without you taking jabs at me.
Nep, can't believe how quick you're back to normal despite all this.
Now that's my Iffy. And a thanks to you too, Vert. Lon.
Please, it was my pleasure. But you are a goddess too, so you do be careful.
Huh? Lady Vert, did you know Nep was a goddess?
Yes, from the very beginning.
Lala will go with the flow and stay silent. Wait, why the silence? Why is the air so cold all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Everyone's uncomfortable because I was fighting Vert in the console war.
Nep, you're not helping to clear the air with your comments.
Oh, right. Well, you know me. I really can't take this serious feel. But I can transform to kind of outlast this serious scene.
My, I've only heard through rumor, but you are quite interesting. Iffy, Kampa, no need to worry. I'm not interested in the console war.
Really?
Why, if I was truly an enemy, I would not have helped at all.
But as a goddess, why are you not interested in the console war?
We have fought for a very long time by heeding the word we received.
What do you mean, word?
We heed the word of the former goddess who had created us.
So the former goddess is like your mother.
I did not see the former goddess much as a mother, but I suppose so. And truth be told, as long as I have my games, I care less of being a god.
That was quite blunt.
The lady is exceeding my expectations, in a bad way.
What's your thoughts, Neptune? Do you want to gain rule of the world?
Well, I'm not sure, especially without my memory.
Is that true?
Yes. Apart from Nep's name, she can't remember a thing. I can confirm.
I actually learned I'm a goddess from Noir.
Noir? Ah, last station's goddess. So that means you've already...
Yes. She didn't seem to like Nep at first, but now they're best buddies.
I am amazed you could get along with that hard-headed Noir.
Well, I am the main character of the game after all. Yay!
It seems I can trust you with what I wanted to speak on.
Oh? Like inviting us to play online? I don't mind, but I want to be an elf.
My, I would love to have you all join my sessions, but that's not it. What I wanted to... Oh my, it's so late. Well, could you come tomorrow?
We would, but the Basilicom thinks we're messengers of Momus.
Well, that is not of concern. I will take care of everything, so Iffy, please rest up.
No one noticed me.
It's okay, Lan. After this game, no one notices you because you straight up don't come back. Or, to make it worse, they do come back in the 4th game, but they call you Ran instead of Lan. They forgot the joke they made. But anyway, you're going to start getting medals from bosses when you kill them. And these medals, if you take them to this mysterious man, he will give you a disc in return. So you're going to start building up discs quite quickly because pretty much every single boss from this point onwards is going to give you a medal. And certain optional bosses that we'll encounter later on will also give you one. So expect your disc count to skyrocket. Which also means, and I'm going to make a point of like stressing this, if you have a really, really good idea chip that you stumble upon, don't race to spend it on a disc because you won't get it back off that disc. You have to find another one. If you're going to get discs all the time, wait until you get a disc that can hold really, really good things across the board and not just one good thing and 2 bad things kind of thing. I know I'm saying thing a lot, but you know what I mean. But you can also make the energy fragment now, which is really handy. Is why you see me immediately go on full force of I want to make this. And I can't just yet, unfortunately, but we'll get there because that is a other than the fact that there's a plan tied to it that I want to use it for, there is also the item itself, ignoring what plan it's tied to, which is it restores people from falling in battle by like 50% health. So it's not just a matter of picking them up, it will pick them up in a relatively comfortable position of health. Off screen I alter the entire party, and we've also got access now to the Lean Box fishing pond, which is a significantly harder fishing spot, which is why there's a better fishing rod and better baits that you can buy now, because your old one and your old bait is not going to last 5 seconds in here. And you're going to see, more so when we get to the next fishing pond than this one, me learn the hard way and get a better adjustment of what I was talking about earlier. Because in this one, I try to do the same thing I've been doing, where I just wait for it to calm down, then I hold it all in, and then haul ass for it. It will still work with this one to an extent, but if there's a big fish that goes for it, it won't work completely. You will need to start paying attention to how much pressure is on the line, and how much pressure is on your trigger as a result. It is something that I can actually commend Sony with, even though it's one of those controller gimmick things. As a whole, every game I've played it in, with the sole exception of the Back to Blood beta, I've enjoyed using it. The reason why I say the exception of the Back to Blood beta is because there was no option to like minimize it or turn it off, and a lot of the guns were way too forceful on the trigger in terms of their resistance, and so it made it sometimes rather annoying, especially with things like the Desert Eagle, to shoot, because you had to force your trigger to pull it. And I know it's realistic and whatnot, but if I'm playing a Left 4 Dead kind of game, I'm not playing it for the realism. And we picked up a new spear as well, the Testament, which the only thing with the Testament is that it straight up harms your defense slightly, but it's just you know, a better weapon in every other way, so you might as well go for it. The only other drawback, and it's something that you won't need to worry about too much, because Vert will get weapons later on to make up for it, is that it doesn't quite have the range her starting weapon does. Later in the game, her spear weapons will have a very long range, but not a very wide range. So sort of like when Nep had a greatsword and she had a really wide range of like 3 squares along in front of her. So it was like the left, right, and middle. Vert will get one where it's like 4 blocks in like a straight line Tetris block going straight up from her, but nothing on the side. So if you can line up the opponents, you can hit them, but if they're to your left and right, you can't. But that being said, as I lose this fish, I'll see you next time when we'll try and help out Vert. But until then, take care, peace.